Okay, so final question is question 4. It says find the area of both triangles above. Do it with both formulas and make sure you get the same answer. So we've got 2 questions, question 3 and question 4. And once we get them all the way solved, then it doesn't matter which formula we get. I will do it with both. Oh, shoot, what did I just push? That is not what I wanted. Here we go. So in 4A, actually, you know what? Before I even do 4A, let me back this up. So both formulas. So one of them says area equals 1/2 AB sine C. And the other one says it's Hero's formula. Hero's. It's a long one. And it is area equals the square root of S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. And once we have all that, we could get it plugged in. It's important to clarify that S is just the semi-perimeter. Semi meaning half of the perimeter. Okay, so here we go. So I probably need some information, but I'm just going to dive in. So area of the first one, 1/2 AB sine C. So side A was 29 and side B was 41. We're going to just use 41 for this particular problem. So A was 29, B was 41. Angle C was 35 degrees. So I go to my calculator, and my calculator and I have gotten really good in this particular unit because we've been using it a lot. So 0.5 times 29 times 41 times sine 35. And I get about 340.99, so I'm just going to say 341. Okay, now, if I did this right, I should get the same area for the next one. So I'm going to figure out my semi-perimeter. It was 29, 41, and I want to say 24. Yep, okay. One thing you may have trouble with is you need to make sure that when you're doing this, you do the entire numerator and then divide by 2. So if I go to my calculator and I push 29 plus 41 plus 24 over 2, don't use any parentheses or never push equals, it's going to do 29 plus 41 plus 12 because it's just going to divide the 24. When really that whole numerator equals 94, and then 94 divided by 2 is what I actually care about, which is 47. Whoops, I don't want that to be orange. So then I'm going to go to this formula, and I'm just going to set up a giant square root, and it's going to be 47 times 47 minus 29. 47 minus 41, and 47 minus 24. So here we go. 47 times 47 minus 29 times 47 minus 41 times 47 minus 24. And then I have to square root that. So right now, I'm sitting here. And when I square root that, I get 341.68. Again, probably some rounding. It's not exactly 35 for that angle, but looks good. Okay, so now we'll do the second one. So the first formula was A equals 1/2 AB sine C. And you can do this in any variation. Actually, let me live dangerously here for a second, because you could totally do BC sine A. As long as the two sides you're doing do not, oh shoot, what am I trying to say? That your two sides, it's the angle that's included. That's the one we care about. So let's see. If I do BC, so side B is 9 and side C is 6. 9 and 6. And remember, if you solved that entire question thinking that it was 8 because it didn't copy very well, that's okay. Your answer might look different than mine, but if your work's the same, if you do the work correctly and push the buttons correctly on the calculator, you should be fine. If you want to see it worked out for 8, I totally can do that. Just send me an email maybe. So here we go. Half times 9 times 6 times sine 137. So half times 9 times 6 times sine 137. And we get 18.41. Can attack this question again using the other formula. And in order to do that, I need to know my semi-perimeter. So 9, 6, 14, and it will be 14.5. Okay. If you got 22 for your semi-perimeter, if your calculator is like, no, Vistal, that's 22. Here's what it did. It did 9 plus 6 plus 14 over 2. Oops. Verbs are important. It did that, so you might want to just look at what you plugged in. Anyway, back in action. So we've got our area. We've got our giant square root. We've got 14.5. We've got 14.5 minus 9. We've got 14.5 minus 6. We've got 14.5 minus 14. Okay, and so we're taking the square root of that. Not about to attempt that in my head, so I'm just going to start punching buttons on the calculator. 14.5 times 5.5, that I can do in my head, times 8.5 times just 0.5. And I get 338.9375. All those 0.5s made for quite the drama in the decimal point area. Raise that to the 0.5. And here we did way better. Again, we had some rounding last time. 18.41. So that's how you do those two area formulas. You are going to do great. Ready, set, go.